Hello, my friend. Welcome back to What's Up in Makeup. We have so much news this week, so many things that are just like, and I cannot wait to share them with you because this is stuff you're gonna wanna know. So if you wanna know, yes, you do wanna know, hang tight. We're getting into it right now. Top thing everybody is talking about is the announcement that Becca Cosmetics is going out of business as of September of 2021. They've been in business for over 20 years, and they say that the big reason why they're closing is because of COVID-19. If you did not know, Becca was purchased by Estee Lauder in 2016. That was right after the huge Jaclyn Hill champagne pop boom. Insiders speculated that the brand was purchased for about $200 million. Unfortunately, Estee Lauder hasn't been doing very well. It was reported that in Q2, sales were down 62%, and this forced them to cut around 2,000 jobs globally. WWD reports that this closure of Becca is probably due to Estee Lauder's post-COVID business acceleration program, which also includes shutting down underperforming retail locations, among other initiatives to try to get Estee Lauder to do better. Becca also confirmed to InStyle magazine that their products will still be available to purchase online until, like I mentioned earlier, the end of September 2021, or until they sell out. There is an excellent editorial by Beauty Independent. I will leave the link down below if you want to read it. They kind of go into their thoughts about why, other than COVID, that they think that Becca met its downfall. So if you want to read that, I highly recommend you do. Beyond that, I would love to know your thoughts on Becca closing. Why do you think this happened? Let me know in the comments. As we just discussed, Estee Lauder has looked at Becca, said you are the weakest link, goodbye, and now they are looking at another target, and it looks like this is going to go through. You may know that back in 2017, Estee Lauder acquired a portion of Deciem. If you've never heard of Deciem, you have probably heard of their company, The Ordinary. The Ordinary is a huge moneymaker for Deciem. Estee Lauder acquired about 29% of Deciem back in 2017, but since then, Deciem has done amazing. They've actually built themselves up to an approximated value of $2.2 billion with a B. So Estee Lauder, now that they own some of it, they want to own more, and they are actually looking into now purchasing 76% in investment in the company. And part of the agreement is that in 3 years they will acquire the rest of the brand. The deal for the 76% is expected to close in the quarter ending on June 30th of 2021. I love numbers, so just to give you a little bit of detail on how well The Ordinary and Deciem are doing, the net sales for 12 months that ended on January 31st of 2021 led to approximately $460 million USD in sales. The deal, if it closes, will be the largest deal that Estee Lauder has ever done at $1 billion for that 76% share. I've seen a lot of people talking about this on Twitter and other platforms about how they're concerned about Estee Lauder getting more of a stake in this company and kind of ruining the magic behind Deciem and The Ordinary. I don't know about that. I feel like they've kind of got this method now, that they've kind of got their routine of how they do things, and as long as Estee Lauder keeps that, I don't see either brand, the parent company or The Ordinary, going anywhere anytime soon. Another brand that doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon is Jaclyn Cosmetics. They have a new launch coming very soon, as in March 2nd, and it's going to launch at 11 a.m. PST. They do have a new product called the Bronze and Blushing Duos. Quote, build a flawlessly blended sun-kissed bronze look with these blurring bronzer and blush shades. They're also re-releasing some other things that used to be in the line. This includes the entire Mood Light collection and the Beaming Light collection from holiday of 2019 and the Accent Lights collection. There's going to be 2 new shades of the Accent Lights and 1 new shade of the Beaming Light, along with the 7 duos that include the blush and the bronzer. Not only will they be on Jaclyn Cosmetics website, but they will also be at Ulta on March 7th and select Ulta stores in-store. In her caption on Instagram, Jaclyn said, quote, "She took the year of 2020 to reevaluate myself and my brand and wanted to come back stronger than ever. This campaign," the photo you're looking at right now, "was shot in my home due to the circumstances last year, and I couldn't be more proud." And I know we've kind of gone back and forth about how we feel about Jaclyn Cosmetics giving them another chance. I personally believe that Jaclyn is going to have fans no matter what happens. She's going to sell things no matter what. Whatever you personally feel about her, she is a very likable person. Her personality, she's got that bright light behind her eyes, and people absolutely love her. So I would imagine that her brand is going to do well, and I wish her all the best of luck. I have an update for you on the Fenty Beauty story that we did a couple of weeks ago. So we had talked about how Indian news media was accusing Fenty Beauty of using blood mica, which is essentially mica mined illegally, typically using child labor. Well, now Fenty has a long statement on their website. I'm going to read part of it for you, but I will give you a direct link in the video description. So here we go. Quote, "Fenty Beauty shares with and expects its direct product suppliers to adhere to and to implement our suppliers' code of conduct, which addresses working conditions for suppliers and specifically prohibits the use of involuntary or forced labor, human trafficking, child labor, and harassment and abuse." They continue, "Fenty Beauty has communicated and will continue to communicate the requirements of our supplier code of conduct to its direct suppliers to ensure that materials incorporated into our products comply with all applicable laws regarding slavery and human trafficking. If they suspect a supplier is breaking their code of conduct, they're going to basically talk to them, see what they can do, figure it out, and if they don't comply, then they will consider breaking their deal or their supply chain with that company. It is important to note that the backlash against Rihanna and Fenty Beauty happened after she tweeted about the farmers' protests in India. I do not know very much about Indian politics, but from what I understand, basically the government is trying to impose new laws that will hurt the farmers. And what Rihanna did was she tweeted out a story by CNN bringing attention to the protests that are happening in Delhi. Some people believe that the reason why Indian news media is targeting Rihanna and Fenty Beauty and accusing her of using blood mica is to get her back for tweeting that out. And one thing we talked about 2 weeks ago is that there was very little coverage of this story outside of India. So to me, that does seem a bit fishy. But again, I know like nothing about Indian politics. So if you have more information, more knowledge, more background knowledge on Indian politics, on the farmers' protests, please leave those in the comments down below so that we can learn from you and be more educated. Just when you thought everybody in the Jenner Kardashian clan had their own cosmetic line and there couldn't be another one, now Kris Jenner has applied for trademarks for specifically Kris Jenner Beauty, Kris Jenner Skin, and Kris Jenner Skincare. So the trademark application covers products for skin, eyes, nails, hair, and also fragrance. She has not publicly confirmed or denied anything, but I bet you as soon as she does, as soon as there is any kind of social media with any of these names, somebody will spill it and it will be all over your timeline. Speaking of new launches, Jada Pinkett Smith has launched a self-care brand that is available exclusively at Target, and it is called Hey Humans, which is such a cute name. It's very interesting because the main message of the brand is to be eco-friendly. It's 99% plastic-free, and it's also a more affordable brand. There isn't a single product that's over $6, and considering the packaging they're using, that just blows my mind. So they have toothpaste, deodorant, body wash, and lotion. There are 18 products in all. They're naturally derived, upcycled ingredients, and they say that they are planet friendly. Packaging is made of aluminum and paper, which means it is recyclable, and they have some very creative scents over there, including cedarwood sage, rosewater ginger, and apple matcha. I am very intrigued by this line. If you've tried anything by them, please let me know what you thought of it, because I am seriously thinking about taking a Target run or ordering some online because it really does look interesting. I find this next story really interesting because a lot of skincare marketing is really based on pointing out people's flaws, quote unquote flaws, and telling them how to correct these flaws, how to make pores smaller, how to make wrinkles go away, how to make skin brighter, how to get rid of acne, all of these things that are seen as flaws. Well, Glow Recipe has decided to stop all of that. They are no longer going to be using words like poreless or flawless. They said in an Instagram post, quote, "For far too long, the beauty industry has perpetuated the idea that we should all strive for skin void of common realities like breakouts, pores, texture, wrinkles, and hyperpigmentation. But the reality is that skin that looks exactly like a pane of glass or porcelain wouldn't be skin." So they have pledged to not use those words anymore, to use more skin positive, affirming language, and also to continue showing real, untouched imagery in their campaigns. I find this marketing strategy so interesting because we've talked about multiple times in chat that brands are not people, but there are people behind the brand, and this seems like a very human way to approach skincare, to approach it from more of a health perspective, a skin health perspective, rather than trying to correct problems. And I'm very curious to see how this is going to go with Glow Recipe and whether this marketing strategy increases sales. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Did you watch the documentary called Framing Britney Spears? I was glued to my television as I was watching it. It really gave me a different perspective on that era of her and what the media did to exacerbate her problems in her life and to make things so much more complicated and to basically trash her mental health. It was very interesting. If you have not watched it, I do recommend, especially if you remember that period of time. But the reason why we're talking about this in What's Up in Makeup is because fragrance sales for Britney's fragrances since the documentary aired have gone up significantly. There is a website called Fragrance Direct, and they said that the Fantasy Collection sales have gone up 335% since the documentary aired, and an overall increase in all of her fragrances of 155%, because I guess people are refalling in love with her, remembering why they love her, wanting to support her, all of that. So yeah, do you own any Britney Spears fragrances? If so, which one's your favorite? For the final story in top news, I want to highlight a new beauty brand, and it is called Kulfi, and their theme is celebrating South Asian beauty. They're hoping to empower community through representation. Their founder, her name is Priyanka Ganju. She said she never felt like she belonged in the beauty space. She said, quote, "For years, I kept waiting for a brand that celebrated and centered us South Asians in its narrative. All I found were brands that tokenized and appropriated our culture without even creating shades that worked for our skin tones." So she created Kulfi, which is named after an Indian dessert that is kind of like ice cream. In an interview with Vogue, Priyanka said that she wants the brand to be lighthearted and fun and remind her of the joy that she felt eating Kulfi when she was a child. She says, quote, "Kulfi is also colorful, creamy, and full of texture, and she wants beauty to feel like a playground." They recently launched 5 shades of kajal eyeliners, and when asked about them, she said, "If you look up the cultural factors of kajal, it'll say it works to ward off the evil eye. But we think kajal can be used for more than that, a way to express ourselves and express our beauty." From their website, it says they're formulated with aloe vera extract and a vitamin E complex that acts as an antioxidant. They're creamy, highly pigmented, and stay all day. I've heard it be pronounced kajal.
Kajal.
I've heard it pronounced kajal.
Kajal.
One of them is American, one of them is British. I did my best, however you say it. The point is that this is a new brand that is selling these beautiful eyeliners, and I wanted to mention it. Are you ready to hear about the new products that were released this week? Lots of indie brands, some really interesting releases.
I can't wait to share these with you. So first we have the Spoiled Lips Gamer Girl palette. It's releasing on March 15th and it is so, so cute. I know some gamers are not going to be happy with the stereotypes this may reinforce. So I'm not really into the gaming community, but I would love to know your thoughts. Next up, we have this launching soon. This is called the Beauty Bench, and I can see this working really, really well for some people. It's equipped with mirrors, lights, storage, and more to help you save space. So let's look at the images of what it has. So it's got that adjustable mirror on the top with some detachable beauty bags on the side to keep your stuff in. And then the legs do fold up. And the whole thing actually folds up into that little compact thing that's at the bottom of that photo. There's a sunken in tray to like hold your stuff. There's a little place for brushes. And they also made a little slot to put your phone so you can like watch a tutorial or whatever, or listen to a podcast or whatever it is while you're doing your makeup. I think it's really cute. I don't think it's something I need in my life, but I can see this being great for people with disabilities, people with very small beauty spaces, things like that. This also has a very target audience, it seems, but it's absolutely beautiful. Necromancy Cosmetica is releasing a gothic romance palette. It just says coming in March. I don't know exactly when. Look how cute this is. So it looks like a book, and when you pull it out, you open it up and unfold it, and then there's 8 shadows inside. I just think that's so incredibly creative. I've never seen anything like that. So cool. You know my love for multi-chromes, so let's talk about Makeup Maniac's 2 new multi-chromes coming out. This is the one that I saw on their Instagram. It's called Potluck, and it actually launches tomorrow, which is March 1st. So many brands playing on nostalgia. So we have Idol X Cosmetic Dynamite palette launches today at 9 a.m. PST. Looks like a cassette tape. Yes. Another very creative setup for a palette, Cara Beauty is releasing their duo palettes. And I was thinking, well, it's got 2 shadows. Oh no, there's 2 palettes that are like stuck together basically. They've refreshed their shades and their packaging. Each duo is 2 palettes in one, $24.99 each. So there's 2 different choices. There's Free Spirit plus Wild Heart and Bailey versus Kaylee, or you can get both palettes, both of the combo palettes, so you get 4 palettes in all for $42. Another beautiful palette from Alien Cosmetics, the Lure palette is available for pre-order right now. 5 duochromes, 4 mattes, and the estimated ship date is March 7th on this, and it's $35. Okay, more nostalgia. Lots of nostalgia on this one. So this is Trixie Cosmetics Daytime Realness Collection. From their Instagram, a revival of the glamour and pageantry of 1980s TV. 8 eyeshadow shades in the palette that will make every day a very special episode. Do you get that joke? I laughed like out loud. Nobody understood why I was laughing, but I thought that was really funny. Comes with 5 mattes, 2 shimmers, and 1 metallic shade, $24. The packaging looks like a VHS tape. Then they're releasing the Real Sparkles Glitter. It's an ocean blue cosmetic glitter. It's $10. There's also some other little fun things. There's the Daytime Realness accessory pack, the TCTV logo mug, and the TCTV apparel. Also, there's the Daytime Realness VIP bundle. You get the palette, the 4 Real Sparkles Glitter, and the Daytime Realness accessory pack all together. You'll save $4. It's $46. This just reminds me of sitting on the floor in front of General Hospital as my mom sat on the couch and just watching that with her, and you know, Robin and Stone and all of that. Like, that's what this reminds me of, even though I think Robin and Stone were in the 90s, but still. And TGIF, I think that was the 90s too, but still. Hank and Henry has some new blushes. It's called the Blush'em collection. It's launching on March 3rd. 3 palettes and 2 new sponges. They say it's a very soft formula, easy blending and layering. They say they work on all skin tones, and their Instagram says that when they release, there's gonna be plenty of bundles and deals at the launch. So check that out if you're interested. I know a lot of people were really excited about this. I don't know much about Hindash, but I know he has a lot of fans all over the world. Hindash Cosmetics Cosmetics are coming. They're launching in March. As of the filming of this video, there's only one hint, and this is it. It's called Tan Plus Lines. It says the seasons change, but the memories remain. And that's the imagery there. So we'll have to see what comes out of that. A creator that I love, Makeup by Tammy Cosmetics, is launching her first ever palette, launching tomorrow, the 1st of March. It's called the Chasing Butterflies palette. She already has over there lashes, brushes, cake liners, but this will be the first eyeshadow palette. Dominique Cosmetics has launched 2 new products. They're the Complexion Collection. Blur and Moisture Primer Serum is $28. Ultra Hydrating Fine Mist is $32. But if you want both of them, you can get them both for $52. And we talked about this last week, but it has launched the ColourPop Bambi collection. You can check it all out over on their website: palettes, glosses, lashes, and liners. And then we have more playing on our feelings and emotions. Hip Dot's PEEPS collection. It includes a 6-shade eyeshadow palette featuring pastel colors in matte finishes and a set of 4 sponges that they say are shaped like chicks. I'm sorry, these are not shaped like chicks. They look like lumpy eggs, in my opinion, with weird little smiley faces printed on them. They do not look like Peeps. They just don't. They're wobbly Peeps, I guess. I don't know. They're weird. But if you are interested in them and you want to try them, it's $16 for the palette, $24 for the 4 chick-ish sponges, and then you can also get them together for $40. The collection will be available on hipdot.com and ulta.com beginning on March 2nd. Now let's go ahead and head over to Sephora. There's 2 brands that are not new brands, but they're new brands to Sephora. We have FENTY Beauty available online March 2nd and in-store April 9th. They say, quote, "We are the bold, clean beauty brand for anyone that cares about ingredients, respects the process, and doesn't care about the rules." Launching over there, if you ever wanted freckles but don't have them naturally, you can apparently get them with the OG, the original freckle. $28. They have light medium that comes in a regular size and also a small size. And then they have a medium dark, which is only in the regular size. They call it the world's first freckle cosmetic, the most natural, longest lasting faux freckles on the market. Quick, realistic, and buildable. They also have Cheek Slime, lip and cheek tint with plant collagen. There's 2 different shades here, pink and rust. $22. They say it's a buildable tint that blends effortlessly into your skin for a multi-dimensional wash of color across any skin tone. And then we have KNC Beauty, started by Kristen Noel Crowley. And this was inspired by a product she saw in a store in Tokyo and wanted to create her own natural lip mask because she said she couldn't find one on the market. I actually think this is a really good idea, and I don't understand why I haven't seen anybody come out with this before. This is the Super Scrub, and it is an exfoliating scrub, but then you get that little scrubby brush along with it. I'm so curious about this. They say it exfoliates, primes, and preps, and it's $28. I really hope that works. I really hope. If you ever tried this, let me know. Then there is the Super Balm. That's $22. There's also lip masks and eye masks available, but there's no release date yet on Sephora's website. You can go over to their website and purchase the products though. And then finally, from an existing brand at Sephora, we have a couple of new releases from Bare Minerals that are listed as coming soon. They have the Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm, 10 shades, $20 each, and then the Gen Nude Bronzer, Blush, and Blonzer. Blonzer? Is it really called Blonzer? Did I write that? I think it's called a Blonzer because it's a blush and a bronzer. It's a Blonzer. What? Okay, all right, so the Blonzer is 3, I don't know why I think that sounds so funny. All right, 3 shades, $24. It does a really cute print in there, so that's cool. They say it's a hybrid of a blush and a bronzer in one that provides an effortless rosy sun-kissed glow. Okay then. Personally, I'm a big fan of Ofra's Blushzer. I like that better than a Blonzer. A blusher, a blonde. We're really getting creative, aren't we, here in the makeup space? And then moving over to Ulta, a brand I haven't heard much from recently, Lorac has released their Dewy Canvas Prep Moisturizer Plus Primer, $35. They say it's antioxidant rich, lightweight gel cream moisturizer that transforms skin into an airbrushed canvas with a dewy radiance. And yeah, I said that's $35. And this I thought was really cool. The Eco Tools Bio Blender Makeup Sponge, it's $5.99. They say that it's the world's first 100% biodegradable makeup sponge made with 5 earth-friendly ingredients so you can get that flawless glowing look without the added waste. And supposedly you can actually bury this in the ground and it will decompose just right into your lawn. And I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe we should do that, like bury it and then come back and see what I'm gonna do that. Nobody steal that idea because I think that's a good idea. All right, we have PR or purchase of the week. We have one PR and one lovely gift that was sent to me by a longtime subscriber who asked to remain nameless. Thank you so, so much. It's what I have on my eyes today. So this is the Divine Rose 2 palette. Oh my gosh, I use this for the first time today. I just got it in the mail and I love it so much. I used on my lid this shade in my crease. I deepened it up a little bit with this one. And then all over, well, on the outside corner of my lid, I have this one. I mean, for reals. And then I put this on the inner corner, which is more of like a topper. It's just sparkly goodness. Let me swatch these for you. Hopefully it'll do them justice. Like, I wasn't expecting the green as much as I got it, but like, holy moly, you know I love my duochromes and my multichromes. Like, I just want to bathe in this. And then on my lower lash line, I use this shade and this shade, and I'm just having so much fun with this. Also on my cheeks today, she sent me this. This is the highlighter, the Divine Rose highlighter. Let me swatch this for you. It is so incredibly beautiful. It's just got this beautiful rose gold kind of look. Just, oh, it's so beautiful. And then on my lips, the Divine Rose Matte Trans Lipstick is what I'm wearing today, just all by itself. Thank you so much to my person that shall remain nameless publicly, but name in my brain. Thank you so much. And then for PR, Essence just came out with the Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. This is the shade 70 is what I'm wearing today. This is my first time using it, but it is a very light coverage. I've built it up to more of a medium coverage, but I don't think I can get much further than this. So this is gonna be more for natural looks. But I will keep you posted on how this wears and more information. Hopefully it'll be in a favorites and fails, probably in March. Let's talk about some sales that are going on right now. Laura Lee Los Angeles is having a sale on their liquid lipsticks. They are currently $7 each and it does end today. Urban Decay's Stoned Vibe palette is 50% off right now at their website. Kosas is having a 40% off blush highlighter duo sale. If you're an indie polish fan, Live Love Polish is letting you choose one of 3 polishes to get for free with any order. 25% off over at Philosophy for their skincare. The code is 25SKIN. And finally, Jaclyn Cosmetics is having a sale on their mini Slay All Day setting sprays. You can get 5 of them for $25. That has been extended. Thank you, Jen, for doing that. I appreciate you so much. And also, she just started a program over there where you can round up your purchase to the next dollar to donate to Rescues on the Runway. It's a nonprofit organization that has saved hundreds of shelter animals each year for the past 10 years. They provide medical, dental, food, housing, and rehoming in Santa Clara, California. And finally, we have our artist shout out of the week, and I have very recently fallen in love with Blending Is My Cardio. And this was the photo that made me just fall. The caption on this is, I'm a cow. Like, what? I love it so much. And the eyes, it's the eyes that get me there. There's also this incredible ice cream look over there, absolutely beautiful. Like, I can't even imagine how much time and effort it took to create this. Like, just the sprinkles alone would drive me absolutely mad. Like, there's just no way I could do something like this. The details are insane. I would be very curious how long this took because it's incredible. And then this final one is called Rainbow Road. And I just love how perfect everything looks. The attention to the smallest detail. I will leave her Instagram down below if you would like to follow her for more incredible looks. And that, my friend, was What's Up in Makeup. Thank you so, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, found it helpful and interesting. And as always, I wanna thank the wonderful What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you so much. Our group is growing week over week. I am just blown away by how much you all are contributing to the group. Thank you so much for your time and your effort. I appreciate you more than I could ever express. Chat today is at at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be hanging out, talking about what's happening in the community, talking about what's happening in makeup. If you would like to join us, you can join us live and hang out. But if you can't make it, it is absolutely no problem. You can find the live chat in your subscription feed if you're subscribed, or you can head over to my channel page, click on my videos, and then click on the video titled Live Chat. Thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate it. If you would like to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos right over here for you, including last week's What's Up in Makeup. But if it is your time to go, that is no problem at all. I get it. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you. And I'll see you in a video very soon.